guys, it's Rachel Tipton, Ultra Fit Lifestyle, here to show you the 4 simple exercises that I would love for you to add to your post-game routine if you have one at all. If you don't have one at all, this is a great place to start with just very, very simple, something that you can do post-round that will help you recover from all of that activity that you did in play. And sometimes you don't realize that not stretching after your game can lead to injury in the long run if you don't just do a very simple stretch and cool down. So let's do the very first one. This is for your hip flexor. You spend a lot of time standing and bent over and working these hip flexors, so we want to give them a little bit of a stretch. So go to your knee and make sure that your foot is not here underneath you, right? You want to be nice and far out. See how my knee is behind my heel at this time. And then I just shift forward into this hip. Now, I've seen it done where someone has a big exercise ball here that helps for stability, or you can hold on to a wall or the couch or what have you, but you want to just shift into that hip flexor. You're feeling it right here. You may not have this great of range of motion, and if you don't, that's even more reason to do this stretch. So again, this is my starting position. I'm on my knee. You may just want to have even a little pillow underneath your knee if it's sensitive to being straight on the floor, and I shift forward into that hip flexor. Try to hold these stretches for about 30 seconds or even longer. When you hold a stretch for about 30 seconds, it gives your body a chance to settle in and actually release some of that tension. And of course, we want to do the other leg, so I shift forward into that hip flexor. You might be surprised at how much your hips can affect your low back, and I know a lot of golfers and people in general these days, in this day and age, complain of low back pain and don't realize that tightness in the hips can contribute largely to that pain in your low back, and we want to get rid of that as much as possible. So once you're finished with that, let's head down to our backs. You can do this stretch sitting down, and then I'll show it to you sitting up. I like it best laying down because you can really get that crossover. So I bring one knee to my chest. I'm going to take, right now I have my left knee up, so I'm going to take my right hand to the outside of the left knee and reach my left arm out. I'm looking to my left and cross over. It feels wonderful. Just breathe into that. Try not to move that lower straight right leg too much, just so you can get that full rotation. And as you know, there's so much rotation of the torso involved in your golf swing. You're working it all day long if you're playing 18 or even 9. Frankly, you're swinging a lot. Depending on how great your game is, maybe you're not swinging as much as I am. Again, so I have my right knee up, taking my left hand to the outside of that knee. I'm reaching my right arm away and looking to my right arm. And just breathe. A good rule of thumb when you're holding these positions, if you don't have an actual timer, is to take 3 to 5 deep breaths while you're holding the position. Just breathe in, breathe out, and it'll help you in that. Now, knees to chest. If you're somewhere where you don't want to lay all the way down on the ground, you can do this sitting up. So you can do almost the same thing. I'm just taking this leg and crossing over, and then grabbing again on the outside of that knee and crossing around this way. So if you're still in the grass and you don't mind sitting in it, but you don't want to lay down in it, this does the same type of rotation. You're not getting the full spinal rotation because you're not prone and lying on your back, but you're at least getting some of that rotation and stretch in the hip. So to do the other side, I'm twisting. I try to bring this hand really close to my spine so it sits me up nice and tall, so I'm not hanging out back there, right? Sit nice and tall and twist all the way around as much as possible. If your hips are really tight, you'll feel this stretch in the bent leg, also in your hip. Otherwise, I feel it big time in my spine. All right, so now here is your figure 4 series. So I have one leg bent and one leg straight in front of me. Reach up, breathe in, and stretch it forward, relax. If you have the time, take 3 to 5 long breaths holding this position, and you'll feel yourself just relax as you go forward. Then walk your hands up, cross this ankle over, so you'll see you're getting some stretch in this hip all right away. Reach up and bend it forward. Again, 3 to 5 breaths holding this position. and walk up. Bend this foot in. Now you're sitting nice and tall, and you'll feel a stretch in this top leg that's crossed over. You'll feel stretch in that hip big time. 3 to 5 breaths here, then cross, and again, sit up nice and tall. Think shoulders to the ground, ears to the ceiling. A lot of time we think that lifting up means this right here, but it doesn't. It means lift from your ears and shoulders to the ground. And I'm trying to get both hips on the ground here too, yeah? 3 to 5 breaths in this position, and then right away, you're set for the other side. I reach up, and reach it forward. Stay right here, nice long breaths. Meanwhile, I'm feeling also stretching my back, stretching my shoulders. It's great all around. Then cross this ankle over, reach up and forward. Breathe. Good, walk the hands up. I'm kind of moving through this quickly just so you can get a feel for it, but I would love for you to learn this routine and put it into your post-game routine forever, taking 3 to 5 breaths in each position. Nice and tall. And no matter what, this is a great cool down after any workout, really, because stretching is a really neglected part of people's fitness. We're so worried about getting our swing right, getting our cardio in, getting our strength training done, that sometimes we just want to get the heck out of there and have something to eat, have something to drink, and get a shower in, all right? Very last thing, and this is a great exercise to learn and use even at the office if you spend a lot of time on driving, or if you spend a lot of time at the office on the computer. It's your wrist stretches. So make a fist, grab that fist with your other hand. I have my arms straight, notice, don't be bent. It's gonna hurt more, but straight arm, and just try to bring your knuckles towards your wrist. Try to just kind of play around. A lot of times I like to rotate just slightly. I feel it big time in my outside of my forearm there. And then fingers to fingers and stretch down. Try to relax your shoulders when you're doing this. Let me turn slightly at an angle so you can see. Other side, my fist, grab with my fingers. I'm pulling my knuckles and my fingers towards my wrist. Straight arm. I'm really feeling it on the outside of my forearm. And then fingers to fingers and stretch here. There you go. There's a very quick cool down that you can do after the game, after your workout, anything you need. It's going to help you gain flexibility, relax a bit, and prevent injury. I'm Rachel Tipton, UltraFit Lifestyle. Visit me at ultrafitlifestyle.com or reach out to me at info@ultrafitlifestyle.com. Have a good one.